Just Too Good Eurobricks back with another Marvel Superheroes review. In today's review is of set number 6868, Hulk Helicarrier Breakout, which is recommended for ages 7 to 14. It was released in 2012 during like April, so you could find it in most stores by now. It has 389 pieces, 4 minifigures if you count the Hulk, and it retails for $50 USD. Now onto the box. The box for this set really displays the set pretty well, as there's lots of detail into the background and stuff. It's a pretty big box, but then again it is a $50 set. The back of the box shows some of the play features and like the set all together. And it shows a logo featuring the Avengers in non-Lego form. And the set also comes with one instruction booklet, which is pretty surprising, but it's super thick. It also comes with a comic book, which we'll get into right now. Here's the comic book, and it's a pretty big comic book, but it's very short. And like most of the other sets, the comic includes the Captain America comic, and it shows some of the sets right here. It also shows the minifigures of the Marvel line, including the Spider-Man minifigures. And then for the comic, the first page shows like all the Avengers in the Helicarrier. Not all of them, but Thor and Hulk and then Loki. And then it shows that a little jet's crashing in. It surprises them. And it shows the Hulk like messing with the jet, and then he sees Hawkeye is like under control. And then Loki gets his staff by using his powers. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for that one. And then they show this comic that's in most of the other ones. That shows like the Avengers getting the Lego Club logo, which breaks continuity because the figure there is actually yellow, which is quite funny. That's it, and there's an advertisement for Lego Superheroes on the back. Now on to the minifigures. First minifigure is Hulk, and he's not really a minifigure because he's pretty big, and he's really the main reason why you should buy this set. Even though his legs are immobile, he does come with like arm pieces, and they're actually made up of, I think 4 pieces, because there's this piece and, oh no, sorry, 3 pieces, and then there's a fist piece, and then there's a blue connector right here that you connect the arm to, and there's 2 of those for both sides. The Hulk's back is pretty detailed, as it has some like bulk marks. And I do like the expression on his face, which I think it's better than the expression on the mini Hulk, even though they're really close. And that's it for the Hulk figure. Next up is the Thor figure, and he's pretty faithful to his movie counterpart. Sadly, there's no printing on his legs, but he does come with the new hammer piece, which is used with Jack McHammer in Monster Fighters. And he comes with the tousled Dastan hair from Prince of Persia. And it's funny because it's like light blonde, while the hair on his face is like tan. So I find that quite humorous. And he does have another face expression, where it's just like a normal facial expression. So it's a double-sided face. And he does have some back printing, which is right there, which is like the second part of his suit. That's it for the Thor figure. Next up is the Hawkeye figure, and he's a pretty cool figure. He has a double-sided face, and the other side of his face is like an angry expression without his glasses. And his hair is like a caramel version of the hair from, what was it? The first appearance of it was in the Burrows from Harry Potter in 2010. And he has some leg printing and some torso printing and some back printing for the torso, which is like the rest of his suit. And he does come with a bow, a compact bow. Our last figure is the evil Loki, and he's a really cool figure, but he's probably my least favorite figure of the set, even though he does come with this Pharaoh's Quest piece and this Ninjago set. And also there's two of these staffs in the set. There's an extra piece one, and a cool like ram helmet, as I call it, and some cool torso printing and a green cape, but he has no back printing, not even on his face either. And this is the same face from Bruce Wayne in the Batcave. Next up is the set itself. The first part of the build is this shield jet, which looks really nice. And the play feature of this one is that you can press this and this part will plop off, so it looks like it's exploding or whatever. And there are some flick and fire missiles right there. Here's some side views. And there's stickers on top right here and here, but they're not that bad. There's also this cool thruster piece on the back, which I think originated from Star Wars, but this is the first time I've ever seen it. And Hawkeye fits in pretty perfectly, but you gotta take off his bow and arrow. And he just goes in right there. The only bad part about it is that there's no control thing except this little stick. So I wish there was like some type of control panel. The main part of the set is this little part of the helicarrier from the movie, and it's pretty nice because there's lots of play features. On the first octagon, there's no play features except these little windows, but that's not really a play feature. And then it leads to this part, which you press and the tanks fall down, and they're kind of styled after Octin. And then it leads to the main part, which is Loki's chamber, and there's a button here that you press, and it makes this part fall out so Loki could like break out. And then the top piece right here actually uses some stickers, sadly, but there's a Space Invaders sticker, a control sticker right here, and then another computer screen, and some stickers right here for like an arrow direction. And in the movie, it wasn't Space Invaders, it was Galaga, but that's a little nitpicky. Then on this part right here, there's two, I guess, glass parts to display something. I'm not really sure. And right here, on this octagon, there's a part indicating like Loki's staff and the examination table where you put the staff in right here. And it just holds it perfectly, which I think is pretty cool. And right here, I forgot to point this out, but there is a fire extinguisher, and in mostly every Avengers set, even in one of the poly bags, there's fire extinguishers. So I guess Lego knows that kids might play with fire, so I don't know, always use a fire extinguisher. And that's it, that's the final verdict. Overall, this is a really nice set. The price per piece ratio isn't too good, but the Hulk figure makes up for it as he sells for a lot of money. The minifigures are nice too, and it has a lot of cool play features. I'll rate this set an 8.5 out of 10, as it has some flaws, but it looks pretty cool anyways. And I'll see you next time. Bye.